Okay guys, so our next problem is example problem 3 from chapter 0, which involves dividing rational expressions. So our instructions are divide the rational expression and write in simplified form. So our equation that we're given, our rational expression we're given is x squared minus 16 over x squared plus 6x plus 9 divided by x squared minus 10x plus 24 over x squared minus 9. Now, since we're dividing fractions, we know the rule. To change it to multiplication, we have to flip the second fraction. Then we can multiply across. Makes it a lot easier for us. So the first step is simply just to switch the second fraction, flip it. So we put the x squared minus 9 on the top and the x squared minus 10x plus 24 on the bottom. That's pretty easy, isn't it? Okay, next. We're going to factor each expression by unfoiling the binomial or polynomial. And I wrote the factored forms over here. So the factored forms, you can do it through unfoiling, or you can do the box and diamond method, whichever you prefer. I just unfoiled. So x squared minus 16, I know that one's a difference of squares. That one's easy. So x minus 4 times x plus 4. X squared plus 6x plus 9, that's one that is used a lot in algebra. So I have that one memorized. It's just x plus 3 times x plus 3. X squared minus 9 is also a difference of squares. X minus 3 times x plus 3, and then x squared minus 10x plus 24, x minus 4 times x minus 6. That one you might have to do through your box and diamond if you can't do it in your head, but basically it's not that hard, because negative 4 plus negative 6 adds to get this number here, negative 10, and it multiplies to get positive 24. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to plug the factored forms that I just gave you into the numerators and denominators that correspond to their unfactored forms. Okay, so basically all we're doing is we're just plugging in this here into the correct spot. So the x minus 4 times x plus 4 goes here, so down here it would go right here. X plus 3 times x plus 3 is right here, so it goes down here, and then these are the same. I'm sure you get the gist. That's pretty simple. Okay. Then we got some more difficult things going on. So we have determined the exclusions across the expression by setting the factor denominators equal to 0. The denominator of a fraction can never equal 0, as we know. So we have to find the exclusions to properly solve the equation. So as I stated in that underlined portion right there, you must also find the exclusions from the top right portion, even though it seems that it's in the numerator, but you have to remember we're dividing. So previously it was in the denominator, now it's in the numerator, but it was once in the denominator, so it has to be included as far as exclusions. So then, basically, we're going to take each of these phrases on the bottom, set them equal to 0, and the top right phrases. So it's kind of like drawing a boot. Sort of. A right-footed boot, I guess. Well, left. I'm not sure. However you want to look at it. Okay, so x plus 3 equals 0. That would give you x cannot equal negative 3. Then we have x minus 3 equals 0, x cannot equal 3. We have x minus 4 cannot equal 0, and that would be x cannot equal 4. And then we have x minus 6 equals 0, x cannot equal 6. These were repeats, that's why I didn't write them twice. Alright, then once we have our exclusions, we cross out the giant ones, or the like terms that appear in both the numerator and the denominator. Alright, so our giant ones. This is a fun concept. So basically we're just going to go through here and cross out what is in both the numerator and the denominator across the entire phrase. So we're crossing off x minus 4 and x minus 4. We're crossing off the x plus 3 and the x plus 3. That's all we're crossing off. So the x plus 4 doesn't get crossed off because there's nothing else to cross it off with. Same with the x minus 3 and the x minus 6. So everything we cross off, we don't include in the next step. We just write the things that are left that aren't crossed off. So give me a second to get to that page. Here it is. So write your final simplified answer that only includes the expressions that weren't crossed off. So that would be your answer right there. And obviously indicate the exclusions. X cannot equal negative 3, 3, 4, and 6. X plus 4, x times x minus 3 over x plus 3 times x minus 6. Alright, there you go. I hope that was helpful.